Hi, this is Heather Johnson. I'm going to share with you an instructional action plan. This plan is to improve student achievement through explicit academic vocabulary instruction. An overview of the plan, we're going to look at the data review, discuss the learner-centered problem, reframe that as a problem of practice, and develop an action plan, including instructional strategies, classroom implementation, the roles and responsibilities, and assessing progress. This plan is developed around students who attend Washington Elementary School. This is in District 147 in Harvey, Illinois. Some demographic data of our students, 96% of these students are low-income students. We have a small percentage of ELL students and students with disabilities, but we have a very high mobility rate. There are about 322 students, and our previous ISAT test scores show that 33% of our students are able to achieve at or above the benchmark for success. And the racial demographic would show 91% of our students are African American, a small percentage Hispanic, and white students as well. The data that we are reviewing is from the STAR assessments, which come from the Renaissance Company. These STAR tests are administered in the fall, the winter, and the spring. We have not yet begun to implement the progress monitoring for these tests. Here is one slice of results from our school. This is a grade 3 scaled score for third grade students. And you can see here that only 15% of our students in the blue are at or above benchmark. And that means the other percentage of students are all below, with 38% of these third grade students requiring urgent intervention in reading comprehension, with all the others on watch or also requiring intervention. This really is a learner-centered problem that we need to address. Our reading test scores clearly demonstrate a weakness in vocabulary acquisition, and specifically academic vocabulary, we believe, is a definite problem that needs to be addressed. Here's a chart where you can see the benchmark is the black line, and there is just such a small percentage, 15% of students who are above that benchmark. We are going to be addressing the importance of academic vocabulary because we understand that research shows that knowledge of academic vocabulary is a significant and constant predictor of students' overall academic success. This is why we need to explicitly focus on vocabulary, and we do think it's attainable. Now, thinking about the problem of practice, we're going to address the ways, the methods, the strategies that the teachers are teaching vocabulary or not teaching vocabulary. We believe there is a lack of a systemic instructional strategy for academic vocabulary. This is rich academic vocabulary words that we're talking about here. The strategies that are currently in place are not best practice. Students are learning vocabulary just simply from looking them up in a dictionary, memorizing multiple choice exercises, etc. These types of activities fail to engage the learners or impact higher order thinking. And if we take a look at the Illinois State Standards, all grade levels have at least 3 standards for vocabulary knowledge with multiple indicators. One specific standard that we are looking at for this action plan is determine the meaning of a general academic or domain-specific word and phrase in a text relevant to grade 3. Here you see our action plan in chart form. This chart lists out our tasks, who are the responsible persons for each task, and a timeline when we'd like these things accomplished. You see our learner-centered problem, our problem of practice, and our instructional strategies. Primarily, the responsible people for this action plan will be a very diligent committee of teacher leaders under the guidance of the school principal. This committee will then trickle information down to the staff. This committee will establish training for the teachers. They will attend train the trainer trainings and then share that. They're going to be responsible for purchasing the resource kits, posters, books for Marzano and Larry Bell resources. They're going to assist the teachers with administering the pre and post test and just assist with modeling the Marzano 6-step procedures. Teachers will be focusing on the impact of these new strategies in their classrooms. The timeline for this action plan is a full school year, beginning in August prior to school starting and finishing in April as the school year winds down. Now, the instructional strategies for this action plan. We want to focus on direct vocabulary instruction because we know that direct vocabulary instruction on words related to content impacts the percentile rank on a test that a student can achieve. So we want to establish a shared focus across all grade levels, K through 5 in this case, of 12 specific academic vocabulary words.
Using Powtoon.
Okay, and you just watched a video presentation of the 6 steps of Marzano's 6-step process. And this is one of the strategies that we are going to stress in our action plan for the teachers to implement in their classrooms. Here we can see the focus vocabulary words. These are 12 power words as recommended by Larry Bell at a workshop that the committee has attended. These specific 12 power words are going to be the focus for the entire school year. We will assess progress by administering a pre-test and a post-test of the 12 power words so that we can show growth or lack of growth. We're also going to administer a staff survey to reveal perceptions of student success based on this initiative so that we can ensure that we have been successful. So this action plan really intends to close the achievement gap in a high-risk school population using a common focus on vocabulary strategies and engaging effective instructional methods. Thank you.